Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Pitch Us. Super excited to have Roth here. We're gonna break this pitch deck down and make this thing amazing. My name is Tim Cooley. I am the author of the Pitch Deck book. I love helping founders present their businesses better to investors. I've seen thousands of pitches. So Roth, thanks again for being here. Go ahead and share your screen, and then whenever you're ready, go ahead and pitch us.
Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you very much, everyone. Welcome to our presentation today. I'm going to introduce you our Sun Industries and to give you some information about the Sun. So first of all, what does Sun stands for? Sun stands for bringing robotic experience to household people, to having a robot in their home and helping to them with the daily actions in their home. So first of all, what kind of problem in the market we are having at this moment. The problem comes from the two categories of the people. The first category is the people without a housemate, and the second category of the people is with a housemate. And the people, first category, people without a housemate, they are having a problem when they are doing the house chores by themselves. They are losing 690 hours their own time in a year, and their time that spends on the house chores is worth around like $44,000. And still, 3 out of 5 people are stressed due to messy homes and the pressure of the house chores, because all the people want to do house chores during the weekend, but they have to spend with friends and loved ones, but they have some kind of pressure going around on their mind. And why not hire someone? First of all, hiring someone is expensive, and especially it's a repetitive action you have to spend every week, every month. And allowing someone to your home might not be comfortable, and also believing someone, trusting someone also might be some concern for some people. And on the other hand, second type of people, they have a good income and they're hiring someone to do that, but they are still losing between 200 to 500 every day for those people to do house chores. That's actually reasonable price for even a rich people. And and in that case, Sun comes with its product. It's a offering for the people, their humanoid robot, and that humanoid robot, while people are using their humanoid robot, they're gonna win and they're gonna find a solution for their problem. First of all, if they use our humanoid robot in their home, they're gonna save the times, which is going to massively goes to house chores. And secondly, they're going to save their money. They don't have to pay for the someone to hire to do those jobs. And efficiency and accuracy, robots works based on algorithms, and they will be more efficient. And also advanced technology experience, like having in a like, who doesn't want to have robots in their home, like an advanced robots. And the market size, okay. We made research on the market, and is there any demand on the market? According to Yahoo Finance, we find out these informations at this moment, 2023, 7.98 billion US dollars a market size, and it is increasing at ridiculously high rate. It's 18.81 annual growth rate. It's increasing, and it will be by the end of 2028 will be around 19.3 billion dollar. And what are the main reasons why the household robotics are increasing? First of all, it will be penetration for automation applications. All of us have automation applications in our home, and those robots will be penetration for those applications. Then on the other hand, North America, Canada, United States are the second largest consumers of vacuuming and grass mowing machines, which is the other type of robots. And also market says like kind of building a new device in household robotics increase the opportunity in the market 5 times higher. And also, why the robotics increasing, household robotics increasing in the United States? The reason is the labor cost is rising and the like busy lifestyle. Those are the main reason why the robotics market is increasing in the United States. So marketing strategy. Okay, first we have to decide who's going to be our customers. We already came up with an idea. Our customers are going to be tech fans, busy professionals, families with children, and elderly or disabled people, homeowners, rental house, or high income households. And those people already buying some kind of automation tools in their home. And for that, like existing buyers, we are using a marketing penetration strategy, which is going to write to them offering our product with the advanced features. Rather than just buying a small box as a vacuuming machine, they can buy our humanoid robot and it will be cross-functional, not specific action. And to attract new user acquisition, we're planning to use a content marketing, referral marketing, public relations, and other ways to attract new customers for the company. And the product features, MVP performance will be on at the end of seed stage. Our robot will have like cleaning, washing, and communication features. Cleaning features will have a scrubbing, dusting, and vacuuming, and the washing features will have a dishwashing and doing laundries. And the communication will comes like Q&A based on ChatGPT powered, and also voice assistance will be also on the other hand smart, like giving unique ideas for the people with the voice assistance. So business model, we are going to offer for our business model for customers in a two-way, leasing and leasing pro options. We are not planning to sell it. Later on, I'm going to explain about that. We are planning to lease for the people a robot. The price will be very low. In that case, the leasing price for the month is 300. For the pro version, it will be around $400. And the projection at this moment, we have a rough estimate for our company's projection. In 2024, we are planning to lease out 1,000 units. 1,000 units will generate in the revenue $10.8 million, and $6 million will go to cost of goods sold, and $4.8 million will be gross profit. And the following up years, I'm going to explain that last year, which is 2028, at this moment, we're planning to hit the target leasing out 1 million units, and that 1 million units generates in a revenue $10.8 billion, and $6 billion will goes to cost of goods the sold, and there will be $4.8 billion profit in a gross profit in our current projection. So traction. At this moment, we are slowly migrating from pre-seed stage to seed stage. Until now, we achieved the successes such as we invested $160,000 on this project, on this robot, and we achieved success like we built a working program as a proof of concept, and the collaborative work with the business incubator and the building of business plans and clarifying market needs. And also we gathered really talented team around this project, and we are planning to move to the seed stage with the mission of testing MVP and the assembly lines, and like making contract with assembly and production lines in China, and then making research on the market demands, and launching stage, growth stage, and exit stage, which gives you some informations. And at this moment, this page is a really important page: comparison, competitive advantage. People ask me, do you have a competitors? I say no. How does it come you don't have a competitors? I'm going to explain on this page in 3 columns. On the left side, we call it home and business and home. On the right side, we call it research and industry. Until now, we have some companies, they are making a business. It means like they have a product on the market, and they're making some kind of generating some kind of income, and they're targeting households. And those companies like iRobotics and Uptic Robotics, 3-4 Robotics. Tim,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Is it getting noisy for you?
It's okay.
I mean, like kind of cleaning that. I mean, like if you tell me, I can stop it. Like
No,
I'm
we're
so
good.
sorry for that. Yeah.
You're okay. I can
Yeah.
hear you.
I think like 4 or 3 minutes left. Yeah. Like those companies have a common features, which is the first one is a low investment, and their product is a specific functional. It's not cross-functional. It's just a device, and their customers are domestic customers, and it's a market available and affordable product because they are making already business on the right side. It's called the research and industry. For example, Boston Dynamics, they are building a robot for the last 5 decades. And alongside Boston Dynamics, Agility Robotics, Palo Robotics, Tesla Robotics, and Toyota, those companies investing $100 million, but still not getting a product. Because of why? Because they need high investment. Of course, their product will be cross-functional, but it won't be humanoid. And they are not they're targeting industries. Their product is not on the market yet, and their product is expensive. In the middle, I call it new opportunity. In this new opportunity, there's only Sun. There's no other companies. And unique features. We don't need a high investment. We need a low investment, and our product will be cross-functional, and it will be humanoid, and that our customers are going to be domestic customers, and our product will be available on the market by the end of 2024. and it will be affordable price. And on the bottom, you can see the pictures of those companies. For example, on the left side of down, like bottom of the picture, you can see every neighbor has that kind of robots. But slowly we are like spotting the potential opportunity in the market, which is going to go to the humanoid shape. Okay, why we are the right people to do that? The first of all, we do have a team. The team you can see on this slide, it's not the team which is gathering around the money. This team is gathered around the passion, dream, and building robot. All of the students have a master's degree and massive experience in robotics. For example, I myself have a robotics experience. I am an AI engineer. I built several times humanoid robots, and plus top of on that, I successfully built so many businesses until now. First of all, my first business when I was 17, successfully exit, and after that, I built so many businesses and successfully exit. They have also successfully exit. Still, I'm in a mid 20, which is I have so much potential in the future. And investment user funds. We are looking for investment $1 million for a seed stage, the extra 1 million for potentially $1 million for the like kind of risk and trial and error point, which is at some point, if some point or like kind of we cannot hit the plan and we have to get extended time, well, that's a backup plan also. Like and the mission will be MVP testing, and the period will be 6 months, might be extended for 3 more months or three again more months, and the expenses will go to MVP development, wages, PPE, and working capital. So vision. Okay, we all know that the robots will be everywhere in the future. There is no question about that. But we want to be a monopoly in this industry, and how we will be. To do that, to answer for that question, we have to answer what's the obstacle on that. The obstacle is in this field is now at this moment the price, because if you want to make a robot, it will be high price. That's why our mission is to make an affordable robot. According to our research, our project, our current robot on the MVP stage will be less than a $10,000, and we still have a dream to build in around $2,000, which is just it can't be in the first generation, but it might be like fourth or fifth generation, maybe like that kind of robot. And also we also offering for the robot, we are offering robot for the people to make it ultra affordable. We are making it like kind of leasing contract. If you make a robot around $10,000, people still may think, does it worse if I invest $10,000, because they don't know what robot can do for them. But if we can offer for them like $300 for monthly, then they will know it. $300 they can invest on that company, like and to buy the product. That's our vision. Start small, aim big, and we are aiming big, but starting small. Thank you very much. If you do have any questions, just let me know.
Awesome,
Thank you,
Ralph.
Sam.
Thank you so much for
Thank
keep the deck up there. Let's go through it.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I want to say again, I would love starting with things that I like, and then
Yep.
go to areas of opportunity. One, I really like your energy. That's
Thank you very
awesome,
much.
and
Thank
your
you.
background is phenomenal. I think that if someone could do this, is a big vision you got here.
Thank you.
Your background starts to lead us down that path, right?
Yeah.
I think one, graphic design. Let's just throw that out there. We're not going to come back to it, but get somebody from Fiverr to help you make this look better. There's a
Yep.
lot of space here that you could be using with pictures and things like that. That will just add a ton of value.
Okay. Yep.
All right. I'll give some more input on that later. I have an idea for you. But the next thing that I want to convey is the way that you communicate through. So now here's the areas for opportunity. One of the things the way that you communicate was you're like trying to convince me, right? Like that you're the right guy. This is the right product, right? An investor pitch is actually a moment in time. So it's more of a factual document than like a sales pitch. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I want to know, what have you done? Factual. Where are you going? Factual, right? So that will help reduce this idea of like you have to like sell me or convince me, right? So for example, you've raised $160,000. What did you do with that? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. zoom back out again so we can go through the slides.
Actually, when I look at the slide, I can see you. That's the problem is being with me.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
can see you. Then I'm just looking at the empty window. Yeah. So
yeah.
yeah, let's
Okay.
go back. Yep, yep. Don't worry.
All right. So okay. So let's go to. I like this. Again, get some branding going on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
other than this looks like I'm looking at an old like 1980s window.
Yeah. Like an yeah. I know that. Yeah.
Okay. So real quick, it's for everybody out there. Font size is really important.
Let's get
No
yeah
less
bigger.
than 50. I mean, sorry, no less than 22 size font. You keep in
Uh-huh.
mind most investors are older, and if it's
Uh-huh.
too small, they can't see it.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, make it
So
bigger. Yeah,
yeah, bigger is always better.
gotcha.
Okay, go to your next slide. Okay, so I want you. This is you got a good lot of good things here. Um, I think leading into the problems with the current cleaning solutions, the current cleaning automation. So you do this with the like what's it called? Roomba
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
that lawn mowing one.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Build this from what's wrong with those. You can use these data points as well. You can say, look, cleaning the house takes a long time. Most people are super stressed about it. Here's the problems with the current solutions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how you're going to lead me into why your solution is so much better.
Okay, got you.
Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So now let's go into the solution. Okay. So this is not a good slide at all.
Really? Yeah.
What I want to see is you guys you've spent 160,000 building something, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You can say, look, here's how we fixed those problems with those other solutions. You know, washing clothes, they can still lawn mow, they can still do this thing, they can do this other stuff,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
right? You can show those to me. And I also want to see the product right now, whatever you have built.
So you mean it is on the product features page, like should I have to add the product features with the solution? Like in that case, you can see that exactly the what you're talking, like and cleaning, scrubbing, dusting, vacuuming, like kitchen, bathroom, floor, dusting,
Yep.
window seal, desk, vacuuming, drying, wet vacuuming, machines like loading, unloading, rising, scrubbing, loading, unloading, laundries. And you do want the product feature page to add with the solution page?
Yep. So you could say, first of all, you could say the first problem with a Roomba or this current automated, helpers
Mm-hmm,
is they
mm-hmm.
don't clean bathrooms.
Uh-huh,
Our
uh-huh,
solution cleans a bathroom. Show a picture of it cleaning a bathroom, even if it's rendered,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
right?
Yeah, got you.
They
Yeah.
don't do dish washing clothes. Ours
Uh-huh.
does that. You see what I'm saying? Just show it.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
This doesn't do anything for anybody.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. So just information, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
information. Okay. Now what I want you to do is go into price, right? So it's $200-300 a month. So
After
we're
that, like after this solution, then not the market size, yeah.
not the market size yet because it doesn't matter. We're still
Okay.
talking about the solution itself.
So you mean the
Um,
business model?
yep.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Now from here, what
Uh-huh.
you want to do? Okay, let's go back a slide. I think. Go back.
Then the
Oh,
solution, then a business model, which is the price, leasing price. Then what? Then market size.
then you're going to go into the net market size, but you're going to build a market size based off of who your buyer is. So this is a great stat. The growth of robotic aids, if you want to call them that, like come up with whatever that market is. But look at how small this text is. It's super hard to read.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
right. So, but I want to know if you went like because you want to build this off of households, right?
Yes.
So you're selling to a house or an apartment complex, right? So there's 140 million households. If in America, if every single one bought your thing at, let's say, $250 a month or $350, which is the average of those two, then it would be this much. That's the market of the U.S. That's the
Yeah.
total market. So you can see how we did a bottom-up approach,
Yes.
right? That's what you want to do. You want to build this market. So then you can say, starting off first, we're going after people with incomes of greater than $200,000. Here's which is your SOM, service obtainable market. That's who you're going after right now. So you can say there are 20 million homes, times 350 equals some number. I made those data points up, but you can see now we built it from the bottom up.
Okay, gotcha. So, what about that? So, then move to the marketing strategy then?
You don't really need this slide because I understand you just told me who you're going after, which is these more wealthy people.
Like a target buyers, yeah? I think
Yeah,
that's
we already talked about it.
Yeah.
So you don't need the slide.
Okay, existing buyers, like kind of content marketing referral, there doesn't make sense, yeah, actually.
Yeah, we don't need it. Don't care. That's for you to figure out.
Okay, gotcha. Then the product features move to the front and the move to the front and the projection.
Okay. Yeah, now so this projection slide should come right after your business model slide.
Okay, and it will also go some front, yeah?
Yep, so move it up a little bit.
Okay.
So real quick here, you said you're going to sell 1,000 units.
Not selling, like leasing out.
Yeah, lease, sell, whatever. At basically, $300 a month times 12 does not equal 10 million.
And also, like, there's a yes, there is a. The point is, when you lease out, then it will be contract based, and you will not get instantly that money, because like a lifespan of the product will be 36 months, which is the 3 year, and every month $300 will be 36 times $300 will be $10,800. Then multiplying it with 1,000 units will be 10.8 million. And of course, it's not the right away, because they are not buying. If they are buying, it will be right away, and the price of the product will be $10,000. But there's a complication, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to use that logic, then the correct title for this is contract value, not revenue. Revenue is what you received in the bank.
Oh, got you. It's called a contract value. I don't know about that. Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, contract value.
Okay. So yeah, but also it comes with the one disadvantage, which is like maintenance of the contract. Like, because the my damage, all that kind of things, which is we put on the customer side on the damage, but maintenance of the contract, that might be major problem. But that's the leasing out is a really good opportunity, because of why? If you want to sell, we may sell in a 1 year 1,000 units, but if we want to lease, we may lease 1,000,000 units.
Yeah. You don't got to convince me. You just tell me what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So if that's the strategy, that's the strategy. You don't got to convince me of it.
Contract value. Did you say contract value?
Yep.
Okay. Good.
So the other thing I want you to be really careful with is you said that the product won't be done till the end of 2024.
Yes, we are planning to get the MVP.
Yeah. So how do you get $1,000 or 1,000 units? Like, how do you get any revenue in 2024 if the product's not even available until really 2025?
No. Yes, the point is, I wanted to say like quarter one and quarter two of the 2024 will be like in the end of like seed stage with the MVP testing, and quarter two and quarter four will be around like launching stage of the 2024. Then, like, for the first round, we are planning to like manufacture 1,000 units in China and bring it to United States.
Okay. Yeah. So then what I want to see there in that case is I want to see this graph more granular. You could do it by quarter. You could show it to me over time, and then bucket 2025, 26, 27, 28 into like one column. But I kind of want to see the progression of the company numerically. Like how, like, because like Q2, you might pre-sell 2. And then Q3, you might pre-sell 500, right? Whatever your numbers are going to be. But I get to now see how your brain is thinking. So that's how you want to do this slide.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Traction, and the next page is traction.
Yep. So traction is always historical. So you've got a traction and then milestones moving forward. So I want you to break this up into 2 different slides.
Mm-hmm.
So What I want you to show me is what did you accomplish with $160,000 in pre-seed capital?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
One slide. Here's the cool things we've done. We've got a beta going on, whatever the things are going to be. Now, then the next slide is here's what we're going to accomplish basically with the $1 million to $2 million in funding. So you
Okay.
don't need Series A. Well, you might. You could put that on there if you want.
Do
But
we
you don't.
necessarily need like a milestone page then?
You do. Yep. Because I want to know what you're going to try and do with the money.
Okay. Traction and milestone page. Yeah.
Yeah. And that you're moving with these. What you have written here, I would really caution. You're saying that you're going to exit by the end of 2025, right?
This is actually, yeah, this is like those pages, for example, like this page like last week, and that page is around like 1 month before,
Yeah.
I
So
have to
make sure
update
that
that information.
make
Yeah.
sure the milestones don't. I would get rid of this slide and just do traction, everything you've accomplished up to today, and then milestones are what do you plan to do with the funding, and I would get rid of all this content.
Does that have to be like compatible with the projection milestone?
Nope.
They don't have to be like kind of the matching of the years,
Nope.
Okay.
No, because
Okay.
you raise money for anywhere between 12 and 24 months. That's the amount of capital you need. And so you're going to basically say, over the next 12 months, with funding, we will do these 5 things. That's the milestone slide. Okay.
Gotcha. Yep.
All right, go to the next slide. Okay. Move this slide up with your market. It's
like,
going to go market and then competition.
You mean like market size? We don't need.
Yes.
You say remove the strategy, yeah?
Yep.
Strategy remove. Then after the market size, so we have to put the competitors and competitive advantage.
Yep.
Okay.
And I would not spend as much time as you spent here. You don't need to convince me that there's a market for this thing. Buyers will convince us of that. You just want to say, here's what these can't do. Like you mentioned, the guys on the right, they're for research purposes only. They're trying to sell IP. That's what they're trying to accomplish, right? They're not fully functioning. So you
like
can
not making business. They are not making business.
Yeah, it's not a business, right? So you can put this in like a little chart and stuff like that and make this really easy to see. You should only spend about 30 seconds on this slide.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So then the team.
Okay, team slide. This is a great team slide. Again, I would either underline really important facts on you guys. Again, use the whole slide, and then also increase the font.
Okay, gotcha. So then investment use of funds. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So for this one, again, increase the font size. Everything in here makes a bunch of sense. If you're raising $1 million, then don't do a -2 million. Just say you're raising $1 million in capital.
What about if I say just 2 million then instead of 1 million? Because
then just do 2 million.
Might not be enough.
Investors hate ranges because it means you don't. It's like
that's exactly.
So just pick a number. Just pick a number.
Sure.
All right. So again, go back.
Up. Yeah.
So this slide is your final slide. So you want to put the name of the company on here. You want to. This is all pretty good. You don't need the stage really. You don't need that period, and you don't need mission. So you want use of funds. So again, bring back those milestones, and then you want to say, and you already said how you're going to spend it. That's fine. And then you put your contact information on.
Okay, gotcha. So what about the vision page?
Get rid of it.
Really? No,
yeah, you don't need it.
Come on, I think all my like kind of visions, and while we're doing this company, it's on this page, like
you can do this at the beginning if you want.
Really?
Yeah, say, hey guys, look, we know that cleaning the house it sucks. And we're building a better world. And we know that robots can do it. They can be cheaper than they are now. Let me tell you about it.
Mhm.
You can do the start small, aim big. You could put that up there. But truthfully, in a pitch deck, the vision statement, in my opinion, isn't really that valuable. It's just
Mhm.
an extra slide that takes you away from communicating. Remember, like I said, it's about today, like what has happened, what's going to happen. And that doesn't really fit usually.
It's just kind of more like kind of dream related, yeah, no, rather than just reality now at this moment.
I hear you.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm just saying, again, I'm going to ask this to you. Ask me a question about your business based off of this slide.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
can't. It
Yeah.
doesn't give me any information. It's just like, great, that's great. And then, okay, now what? Right?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. I mean, you can do whatever you want. This is just my opinion.
Uh-huh. Okay, gotcha. I
Okay.
like that slide, but you also have your point also have a value. You know, like an investor doesn't want like kind of think about dreams. They just care about the reality now and the numbers and what's going on, what's
Yeah,
the meat on the table. You know.
exactly. Yeah. And we don't have that much time. We got 10, 12 minutes together. Okay. One
Yeah.
last thing that I want to point out, and then I'm going to give you some other facts. Okay. Go back, go
Good.
forward one slide. We'll go one more. One more. Go one more. I'm looking for something specific. Keep going. Keep going. I don't remember what slide it is, but be careful with words. You wrote like, oh, go. It's almost to the beginning. Go back to the beginning. It's this. Is it this slide? Keep going. Anyway, I can't remember where it's at, but you used. Oh, it's right here. Maid services charge 25 to 70 per hour per cleaning lady. Men and
Cleaning
women
lady.
men and women can clean houses. So
But
just put
yeah,
maid.
it's good from the Google, you know, like it's just copied the information from the Google. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just my
But
own.
I would just not use use cleaning person. We're in a
Okay.
very like inclusive world, and like some people would find that really offensive.
Yeah,
Um,
got you.
so
Like,
it's just a small little thing, but like it has a good impact. So I would
yeah,
just use more inclusive language.
yeah, sure, got you.
All right. Um, so here, let me pull this off so we can see each other. Um, First of all, this is a great start for a deck. A lot of people think like it's got to be perfect and or whatever right away. It doesn't.
Uh-huh.
So thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, Tim.
Yeah. And keep in touch. I'd love to see where this is going. If this works, I would be a customer because like one, I hate doing laundry. So if there was a robot that could fold and wash my clothes, I am all about it.
Okay, Tim. Like, I just want to ask one thing.
Yeah.
What might be the possible way for me to approach for the investors? Actually, today at 2 p.m. I pitched for the investors. There were like 15 investors, and I think I did just exactly what I did to you.
Yeah.
But I think the point might be like, is it like why I'm speaking like kind of my pronunciation at some points is not cool.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that wasn't the problem, but like, I don't know, like I'm not feeling like I hate them, like, and I just got the what I want, like, and they didn't ask me too much questions at the end. That's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
gave me the bad signals. I mean, that I told to him exactly what I told. Like, what do you think? What's wrong with me? Like, is there anything like wrong while I'm pitching that?
Yeah, yeah. So this is a really great question, and thank you for asking it. The truth is like I said at the beginning, you're not trying to convince me. You kind of go into sales mode, and everybody who's trying to raise capital does this until you get really comfortable at it, right? Like,
Mhm.
um, for example, I could pitch you a new shoe company. Like, bro, my shoes are the best. They're the greatest. They're the blah 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 blah. And like your body language and the feeling, it's like, oof, like it's like it makes me back up.
Oh, got you. Too desperate, like you mean? Yeah.
Feels desperate, yeah, and it's like a bad salesperson. So when you come off and you just start saying facts, you can't argue facts. Facts aren't a feeling, right? So you're like, hey guys, I'm building a really cool company that helps people clean houses. Let me tell you about it. Look what our robot can do. Let me show you a video. Let me show you what's happening. oh, and by the way, it's $300 a month. Here's how big the market is. Do you want to be involved or not?
Gotcha,
And when you
gotcha.
come off with that, more of a factual conversation, then people are being like, well, who have you sold to already? You're like, let me tell you about them. We've got a hotel already using us, or whatever the story's going to be, right? My brother's already testing it in his basement right now, So when we start speaking about facts, then it allows the investor to get really like, dude, this is cool. Like, can I try it? You know what I mean? And that's where you got to get to.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, I'm just a little bit desperate. Yeah, like kind of course, to have energy, like high energy, have passion, hunger, but like I have to sometimes like back up a little bit and hide it and be emotionless and like kind of thing, not to show you desperate. Like I knew that, but I don't know. Like at some point, it's a nature, like
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
blood.
because you
Yeah.
want the money, right? When I work with salespeople, right, I always say let go of yes, and trust me. The first time I went to go sell something, my buddy was there. I mean, I'm sweating like all these things, and then after my 100th pitch, I was like, dude, I don't care if you say yes,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Like you
And
will
then
be
once I got
hopeless.
to that, people were like, I was like, hey, look, if it's not going to work, I don't care. And they're like, whoa, wait a minute. Can I call you tomorrow? And you're like, if you want to, I don't care, And
Exactly.
when you get to that point, especially when you have got these like data points that prove that you're a real business or you're on your way to building something cool, then investors and other people, they're like, oh, okay, Rob, tell me more about this. Like, I'm like, what? How does it clean my clothes? And then let me show you, right? Again, once we start speaking about facts and we don't care, it changes the whole content.
Yeah.
Does that make
Okay.
sense? So
Yes.
great
Gotcha.
question. A lot of people don't ask that question. So I appreciate you doing that.
Thank you very much. And one more question is last question. Like now I'm using only cold approaches. I've pitched 3 times and all of them comes from a cold ways. I can just filling up applications, sending emails and making calls. The making
Yep.
calls, none of them answer with the making calls, just most of them with the filling up applications on the websites and sending emails. So what do you think that's the most inefficient way? Because like I did like 300 times and they got 3 response.
Yep.
The most efficient way, the cold approach and a warm approach, which is like through connection, through, for example, you know me now and you may know someone investors and that kind
Yep.
of ways, but like I don't have that connection. So to approach, to create a warm approach, what do you think, like what would be advice for me to go to more investors and pitch more so many times? I only did 3 times. If I did it like 30 times, I might be now like more proficient, like and a more like expert in this field.
Yeah. So that is the 1 million or however much money you're raising question. Because everybody goes through that, right? There's not like a good answer to it, then keep doing it, right? All the people who didn't say yes are future potential yeses, meaning just to have a conversation with. So in the meantime, practice in front of the mirror, practice in front of family members, like just practice. And go to like resources, like the guy from 1 Million Cups, Robert Bell, gave me your contact information. Go back there. Go try and hit up every single one of those in Utah or wherever you're at. And those will get you the practice, right? That's one thing. And then keep the cold outreach going, right? Make a list of all those people who haven't replied yet or have replied and start building an update kind of message. So every quarter say, hey guys, our company's grown. We're doing some cool stuff. The first thing that I like to see is the ask. And it's not, let me pitch you. It's like, hey, look, we're looking for a robotics engineer that has a skill set in this, right? Can you help me? So when you start to do that kind of ask, not, hey, do you know somebody who will invest? Hey, will you help me with sales? That's not going to work. When you ask for very functional help, then people are like, ooh, actually, I do know somebody, or, whatever. That gets me kind of on your team without ever asking to pitch me. Does that make sense? So
Okay,
that's
yeah,
that's
gotcha.
another tactic you could use.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
thank you.
unfortunately, the best thing to do, truthfully, is just keep cold reaching. or start finding the right people and start asking them for like, hey, would you mind reviewing my deck? I have a meeting coming up in a week. Or, hey, I don't know how to do this thing. Can you help me? When you go down that path, you get a lot more yeses than when you read my pitch deck.
Okay, gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So
Well, hey,
yeah, thank you very much. That's really good information. I'm gonna right away update the pitch deck and try again to approach for more investors. I think you gave me the advice, which is I have to pay for that. But anyway, thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, like I said, make it look better, because again, you're doing something with robots. If you got, I think her name is Judy from the Jetsons, right? Every child who's ever watched that show, now as an adult, wants Judy the robot. And I think if you went down that path, it would really set up the story a little bit better.
Okay, gotcha.
And Judy was the maid, if you don't know who Judy is from the Jetsons.
Okay, yeah, I know that Jetsons, yeah.
Yeah. So look at her. I think it's Judy or Ruby, one of those names. But
Rose also.
Maybe it was Rose. I don't know. Her name, whatever. There was a robot maid in that cartoon.
Okay, yeah.
So think about that as like a visual, but I don't know if that'll work.
Okay,
Anyway.
Thank you very much.
All right, Rob, thank you again for being on the show. If you guys need help, please apply. We love doing this. This is awesome.
Okay.
And it's pitchus.io, and we'll see you all next time.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good
Bye.
day.